Okay, I'm going to talk about post-infectious IBS for just a minute. Most of you have seen like my other videos where I talk about IBS, and so I've been told I had IBS back in October, and that was due to just, diarrheal issues because of having my gallbladder removed. So since October, I've had SIBO, H. pylori, and then C Diff. So the C Diff I'm questioning as to whether or not it actually is a thing with me. But the first round of vancomycin actually helped with diarrhea, which is good. And I was having very bad diarrhea. It was 4, 5, 6, 7 times a day, just pure water. And horrible stomach cramps. Ranging, from my left side, I started getting stomach cramps, and then I've got a cramp like right on the right side of my belly button that then rips right through the center of my stomach. And so I've been on muscle relaxers. I was on Ativan for quite a while, stably taking that as a muscle relaxer, but I didn't want to be on the benzopamines that long, so went ahead and got off those. I'm using tizanidine, which is a muscle relaxer, and baclofen. So those two are the two that are actually currently working to help keep muscle spasms at bay. I'm still on dificid, which is an antibiotic for C. diff, and I have like six days left, I think. 4 days left, something like that. I did have a endoscopy done recently. I'll add that here in a minute. Okay, I know I haven't done an update in a while, but just got back from another GI doctor. Totally normal endoscopy. No explanation for stomach pain, stomach cramping, all that good stuff. Pretty disappointing, so I'm going to make a full video here soon to kind of explain what all has happened, so it's an update. As you can see, the endoscopy actually turned out a-okay. So they tried to do a colonoscopy, but even after, this is scary, took 3 Delcolax and 2 big liter things of the Miralax. That did not clear out my colon. The next morning, I could hardly go. This morning I went. Of course, right? It happens the day after. Why? Anyway, I'm starting to wonder if like 90% of this, 99% of this is my central nervous system literally screwed up because of infection after infection after infection. It has messed with my gut. It's messed with everything, and the muscle spasms are just out of control. And a lot of the spasms that I'm having are stomach wall muscles. Not the stomach itself. The colon definitely is cramping and spasming, but then that's causing pain signals to my stomach wall to like tense up, and so that's the biggest issue right now, is getting my stomach wall to shut the hell up. I did do Botox trigger point injections. I couldn't remember what they were called. Botox trigger point injection on my right side where the knot is at the worst. That was less than 5 days ago. So he said it would take, a week to 2 weeks to see if it worked. So we'll give it some time. And if it does, we're going to go in and Botox my entire abdominal wall, like just Botox the shit out of everything. One of the nurses that I talked to, so I've burned through 3 GIs. I have 2 GIs. One that's treating me for the C. diff, one that I burned through that was just like, nope, not going to deal with you anymore because you can't help you anymore. Great, thanks. That's what a patient needs to hear. Especially when there is something definitively wrong. And see, neurogastroenterology is really what I need. I need that department. I live here in Oregon. There's no neurogastroenterologist around here. You either get a neurologist or you get a gastroenterologist. You don't get both. And of course, they don't work side by side, so you are so lucky as to not have an avenue to go. Like you've got to go either to the neurologist and they've got to find a definitive answer or reason, or treat you in a specific way, or go to the gastroenterologist. There is a place in California, Stanford, and I think there's two different places in California. There's one in Los Angeles, Cedars-Sinai. I believe they have a neurogastroenterology program. I could be wrong, but I think they do. I know that Stanford does. So I'm on the wait list at Stanford. I have an appointment on the 26th of January. Fantastic, right? Like, I want to be on muscle relaxers that long. Anyway, yeah, that's what I'm starting to believe, though, is that like 90% of this is my central nervous system just freaking out because everything is raw in my innards. I guess I'll have to wait and see like how I feel after getting off of the dificid. See if the diarrhea comes back. If it does, then I don't know where we go from here. Other than taking a buttload of Imodium, I'm to the point where like I'm willing to take any pill as long as it makes the stomach pain go away. So actually, I started nortriptyline. Yeah, selling my soul to the devil. So I made videos about Remeron months ago, getting off of that. That was the worst withdrawal, and I was only on it for 2 months. I would never wish that on anybody. But nortriptyline is a newer TCA, tricyclic antidepressant. It is supposed to help with nerve pain. Remeron is not that kind of a TCA. It doesn't. It is not one that they prescribe for nerve pain. Gabapentin, I definitely do see a difference when I take gabapentin. I see a difference in the amount of pain that I'm in, but I have to couple it with a muscle relaxer because that is what's going on, or the muscles are tensing up. As soon as they feel pain, they tense up and then they just do not relax. And so as soon as I wake up in the morning, it takes about 10 to 20 minutes before my stomach realizes like, oh, you're awake. Now I'm going to tense up and piss you off. Or hurt. It's awesome. But that's where I'm at right now. That's what's going on. I just started the nortriptyline. Today is day 2 of that. I've tried it in the past, and I did see good results in the past. It's only 10 milligrams. My doctor did prescribe amitriptyline, which is a little bit different, more so for nerve pain specific. But I'm scared of that one just because of how chemically similar it is to Remeron, and the side effect list is much longer than with nortriptyline. So I'd rather try the safe one first, and if it doesn't work or help as much as what it should be, then I'll move over to amitriptyline. I think I'm saying that right. I don't know. Anyway, eval. It looks like evil. So like, I don't know if it's actually spelt evil, but that's how it looks like it's spelt. So that is the most current update. And with C Diff, like I said, I tested positive GDH or GHD on a PCR test, which means that I have it. Whether or not it's toxin producing, I don't know. That's the question right there. Like, am I currently producing toxins? I have no idea, because I'm negative on the toxin side. So because I have all the symptoms and the horrible stomach cramps, back pain, left side colon pain, blah, 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 they decided to treat it. I did the H. pylori treatment before, and then I did the C. diff afterwards, so that way we weren't. Anyway, how do you do that, right, when you test positive for both at the same time? I found one paper online describing like what a GI department did to treat that. Interesting. So anyway, that's an update. I'll try to update more often. I am back to work. I'm a teacher, So it does take a lot out of me to be here at work, but it does help me keep my mind off of things and gives me like some kind of normalcy, which is good. So, alright, you can tell I'm like totally stuffed up right now. Isn't nortriptyline supposed to have like an antihistamine in it? That would be nice. I'm gonna research that and find out. Alright, see you later.